Good afternoon. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Anthony Garcia. I work for Applied Electric Supply. It's an electrical wholesaler. Basically, we have 122 branches throughout the West Coast, primarily in Washington, Oregon, Northern California. We have some branches in Utah and Winnemucca, Nevada. And I've been with the company for about 2.5 years. I currently work in Elk Grove, California. I've been there for about 1.5 years. Transferred from Sacramento, and I really love my job. It's been tough, but there's been some great learning experiences. I was actually the first hiree for sales training through Platt, so basically a little guinea pig, and I think it was worked out good. We've hired about 25 more individuals in my position. So it's been a great learning experience. It's been tough because usually you kind of work your way up the ranks. You start as a driver, and then you work the warehouse, and then the counters, and then maybe inside sales to management, depending on what you want to do. But I kind of got fast-tracked within the year. I got thrown into outside sales. So it's been great, but it's also been tough because I know why they take so long to bring you up to outside sales, because there is so much to learn. There is the tools you need to know. You need to know all the lighting. There's so many different types of lighting. You need to know the datacom, the surveillance. You have to know the solar. You have to know all the material you need to build a residential apartment, commercial buildings and whatnot. But I haven't always lived in Sacramento. I'm actually from Napa, California. I do not own a winery family. We do not live on hundreds of acres of vines. Actually, I was raised by my mother in a small house. I have an older brother. It was a cozy house. We had a creek in the backyard, and my mother didn't have the most glamorous job. She was a school bus driver. So growing up, it was kind of tough because she would want to work overtime, and she'd take my class on field trips. And sometimes she would look in the mirror and just smile and wave at me. And I'd just start blushing, and then my buddies would start to give me a hard time. So, but as I grew up, I found out that it was very important to her and myself when she took me on, me and my football team, to go play at other high schools, because she got to work overtime and also watch me play. So she would do anything to provide for us, and that was one of the things that she did. So I gratefully love her, and I really appreciate what she's done for me. And going through high school, I played a few sports, mostly football, and then I decided I was trying to figure out where I wanted to play after high school. I was thinking maybe going down to Southern California or maybe up to Chico, which I ended up doing. My brother went to school up there. He went to the fire academy at the JC. He is now a San Francisco fireman. He's been there for 9 years. Works in the Mission District, one of the busiest houses. So he's a busy man. And I continued my career up in Chico. I played football for 2 years at Butte. I played with an individual you might have heard of, Aaron Rodgers. He played my last year up there. Great individual, real personal guy, and humble. I was very fortunate to play with him. And then after 3 years at the JC, I transferred to Chico State, got my degree in recreation administration. Didn't really do too much with that. I bartended for a few years. I worked at Northridge Country Club over there in Carmichael area, and then I bartended down at Zocalo's in Midtown. I lost my train of thought.
I'm timing.
And then, are we okay?
Tell me when I'm ready.
Okay, so then,
I got so fascinated with what you were saying.
so after I graduated from Chico, I decided to move to Napa, or not Napa, Sacramento, bartended for a few years, and then decided I was just sick of the weekends and the Friday nights and all the night shifts that I have to work, and I wanted to get a 9-to-5 job. And a buddy of mine introduced me to Platt, and that's where I work now, and that is what brought me here today. And because my regional manager really praises Toastmaster. He loves Toastmaster. He thinks that everyone should do it. He thinks it's a great idea for everyone, especially outside sales, because it gives them opportunity to get out of your comfort zone like I am now. Not a big fan of public speaking, but I think it's great. It's a great aspect. And a couple of my hobbies are I'm a big sports fanatic. A few of my buddies each year we try to go visit some stadiums, and I've been to Yankee Stadium before they tore down the old one. I went to Boston. I've watched the 49ers play in Green Bay. I've watched the Giants play in Chicago and in Milwaukee and the Diamondbacks. So it's been a great experience, and I appreciate everyone having me here today. And I think this is going to be a great experience for speaking in front of everybody. So thank you very much.